Well, welcome back everyone. Geezer Tony here once again. I hope you're doing well and your golf is good. As for mine, I'm in a slump. I seem to get into a slump about this time every year, early spring. What is a golf slump? For me, it's a period of time that things just don't go the way they should. The shots you hit just aren't that pure. You hit a lot of really ugly shots. Now that happens sometimes, it's just golf, but in a slump, it begins to be more and more often, and they're worse than usual. And you can't figure out what you're doing, what's causing it. I recently had a hand injury and I wore a brace for a while. I'm not wearing that anymore, but I'm wondering if that kind of changed something unknowingly in my swing, and now that the brace is off, it's different. Who knows? It could be. I just think slumps are a part of the cycle of golf. Even the tour pros, you'll see a name high on the leaderboard or a win once or twice in a period of 2 or 3 months, and then later in the year he's struggling to make cuts or you don't see his name. So there's highs and lows, peaks and valleys to golf anyway, and this is a valley of my golf. So what am I going to do? Well, generally I've found, because this is not the first slump I've ever had, I've generally found that my swing is pretty consistent. So it's usually something in my setup or alignment or the way I see things that's causing me to swing offline or differently than I normally do. So today I'm going to go out to Siler City Country Club and play a round with my friend Patrick and just work on the simplest things like swing slowly, stay down, just all the normal fundamental things. And I usually find, most times I find that my alignment is off more than just a little bit, and I don't see it. When I put the stick down, it'll look, and I know it's correct, it'll look like it's way left or way right, and I have to get used to seeing things straight again. And so, I don't panic when I'm not playing well. I usually just play my way out of it. It comes for no reason. It goes away almost for no reason. So today I will go play. I will use an alignment stick. I will focus on balance, staying real still, staying down on the ball, swinging slowly. A lot of times when we start hitting the ball poorly, we tense up and start swinging harder than we need to. So I'm going to focus on all those things today and see if I can start coming out of this slump. So if you would, come join me over at the Siler City Country Club. Should be okay. Okay, so we've got 101 left to the back flag, and we got a breeze at us. So I'm going to go with my gap wedge, especially since I'm not hitting it that well. Let's just try to make a nice, slow, smooth swing. Stay down and get it on the green. It felt okay. A little bit right, but at least it was well hit. Okay, so we're about 30 feet, putting uphill, kind of near Pat's ball. I may give him some schooling here. If we can just hit a good putt, maybe it'll fall. Good putt, good chance. Yeah, and I've just got to say, it is so pretty out here in the spring at Siler City. We have all these redbud trees. I don't know the official name for them, but we call them redbud trees. A lot of them, not just on the golf course, but in the whole area. And the dogwoods are just about to bloom out. And it's, the grass is trying to turn green. It's not yet, but it will be soon. Here we've got a dogwood and some redbuds on the other side of the green there. Just beautiful. You guys ought to come out and play if you get a chance. Second hole, par 5, 481. We got the wind in our face. I normally like to try to hit a draw here. Being that I'm in a slump and not doing well, who knows? I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. Still want to swing slowly, stay still, do all that simple stuff. Wow. Well, due to that poor drive, I don't have no chance of even getting anywhere near the green, and there is a creek down there. So I'm going to lay up, and there's no way for me to measure it either. So I'm going to have to guesstimate it and just try to hit this 6-iron down there. I think it should be fine if I can hit it well. Wow. I mean, my swing's going this way, my ball's going that way. Oh, well, after a poor drive and a poor layup, I've got 109 against the wind to a green that I'm usually going for in 2. I'm going to go with gap wedge. It's against the wind, a little uphill. I need to hit this pretty good. I've got the stick to help me align. And you can see, as you can see, I thinned that one, so I'm in the bunker. Let's just see if I can hit a decent shot here and have a putt for par. Wow, it stands pretty heavy. Wow. 12-footer, uphill, breaking left, the par. Oh well. We have 160. The temptation would be, because I'm hitting it bad, to hit more club, but I don't want to do that. I want to hit the correct club and start hitting it better. So I'm going to go with the 8. And again, I'm hitting it right. And the swing's going way left. I kind of got away a little bit. About 3.5 feet breaking left. We have 140 uphill to a back pin, and a little wind help. So I'm going to go ahead with the wedge. Still using the stick, at least for a few shots, to try to help me align. I think that may be the entire problem here. That's a lot straighter at it there. And at this point, the audio went out. We've got about a 30-footer here for birdie. Didn't catch the wedge real solid, but at least it was straight. So we're going to give this a roll. Not a bad putt. And the audio will come back on shortly, so I'll get back off it. Now we're at the, I think this is the 5th hole, sharp dogleg left. And I'm saying that normally I don't hit driver here, but since we've got so much wind at us, I'm going to go ahead and hit driver and try to turn it over. I failed on turning it over on number 2. And here I hit a better shot, but it didn't exactly turn over. It just went straight. I thought it might be in the trees, but it turns out the wind held it up enough to keep it from reaching the trees there. So, and I'm back here with 136 yards, I believe it was, and I decided to go with my pitching wedge. Hit what I thought was a decent shot, but it came up just short of the green. I'm not sure why, because I hit it well. It should have gotten there, but that's golf. Probably because I'm in a slump. So now I have this chip shot. I'm on a very steep uphill slope. The greens are firm, so I've got to play for some rollout on this shot, even though the uphill is going to help it go higher and not roll as much. I'm still there's you get a hard first bounce here, so ended up doing a real good job with that and got that up and down for par. Missed the tee shot here on this hole, but it was really good. And now this is a par five. I'm behind a tree and I've got to cut it a little bit. So you see I laid the stick down and I'm saying that I want to start it just left of that tree and cut it back around. And I really executed that shot well. You can see the ball started left, cut a little right, and ended up in a great spot. So here I've got, I think it's like 80 yards or maybe 75 yards, but it's uphill and into the breeze again. So I decided to hit a full 56 wedge. This is a two-level green, and the flag is on the back upper level. I wanted to make sure I got it there, so I just decided to hit it full. And again, this time I hit made decent contact with it. It wasn't quite far enough, but it did get on the tier and stay there. So I ended up with about a 25 footer, and you can see I'm much shorter, and I would have gone back down that hill. But strange things happen when you play golf. This ball decided to find the hole and made birdie. And we got number 8, so par 3, 158. Wind's helping a little. I'm still going to go with 6 because I always tend to come up a little short here. I mean, excuse me, 8, not 6. 168 iron. Face on view for you people who've been asking about it. Good swing. I think it's on, but not nearly far enough to get to the hole. Okay, yeah, so as I thought from the tee, I'm about 33 feet short. I'm coming uphill and the whole green leans this way. So this will be a... And yes, the mic died again right at this moment. So this is a long lag putt, just trying to get it to within, tap in range. So I give it a lot of room for break and I hit it pretty good. Could have given it a little more speed, but I say job done because I got it in tap in range, no problem for an easy par on a tough par 4. So now we go to number 8, par 4. It's uphill, plays a lot longer, and I hit a pretty good drive here. And then somehow I edited out my second shot, which I hit fat, and so I was left with this. I guess it's about a 30-yard pitch or so. Hit it pretty decent. Left myself a few feet, 5-6 feet, and I was able to manage that one in for another ugly par. Now to number 9, best drive of the day. Really nailed that one down the middle. Left me with, if I remember right, it was about 60-yard pitch. Hit that pretty good. The green was very hard. It ended up going about to a bad place on the green, above the hole, way left, in a huge breaking putt. And again, this is the kind where you just want a 2 putt. If it happens to find the hole, wonderful. But you can see how much break I'm playing. And I got it down there to tap in range, and I was able to make that one. So that kind of finished the 9 holes, and I'm gonna do a wrap up in a minute on another camera. So I'm doing the wrap up here in front of one of my dream homes out here at Siler City Country Club. I'm sorry about the audio going out. I've been having trouble with that mic. It looks like I'm gonna have to get new ones, so I had to do the voiceover. So what you saw today was some fairly ugly golf, but the fact that that I was on camera, I didn't want to look too bad. I did better than I have been, but it was still some ugly shots and just not normal. So what do you do when you're in a slump? Generally I just play my way out of it, and I check things that are fundamental, like alignment, grip, stance, ball position. And a lot of times when we get to not hitting it well, we tend to swing too hard and get too tense. So I've tried to loosen up, swing very easily, and it seems to be coming around a little bit. Not back to where I want to be, but I think I'm on the way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It wasn't great golf, but it was okay, and we all go in a slump sometimes. You know how it is, so we just play our way out of it. Don't worry too much. Try to enjoy yourself anyway. So anyway, this is Geezer Tony, and I'll see you in the next one.